Good evening, everyone. Can somebody confirm if they can hear me okay, please? Good to go then. Give it another couple of minutes to get 9 o'clock and we'll get going. Those of you that played last week will be happy to hear I've dialed it down a bit this week. Hopefully it'll be a bit friendlier. There we go. 21st century technology has finally reached Kirkluston. I did order a new shirt for this purpose, but we must have been struggling for materials. It hasn't arrived yet. I'm just holding on a minute here. There's a couple saying they can't see comments, so trying to give them a minute to get sorted. While we're waiting, at the top of it, I've tagged a Just Giving link. Graham Bailey commented on the post early in the week and with a suggestion of anybody who enjoys it enough to maybe donating to it, and we'll try and do something with the money. And use it in Malyle, use it more in the local area rather than any of the big grand fundraising schemes, which are brilliant, but try and use it, but something a bit closer to home. I know not all use our home, call Malyle home, but if you have spare five or a couple pound or whatever, and you feel like you want to donate, I'll tag a link, and again, it'll be stuck to mine and Graham's Facebook pages as well. So I'm just waiting for Graham Bailey and Scott Wilson getting sorted. Comment, well, there's Graham now. And then we'll get going. Yep, that's us in there. Right, so before we get going, I am delighted to announce that the quiz this week is sponsored, so we have an actual good prize. It has been sponsored by ABC, which is better known as Amy Bickerstaff's Cheesecakes. So if you're lucky enough to be close to them alive uh, and win the quiz, then Amy will give you a free cheesecake of your choice. And as a man who enjoys plenty of cheesecakes, I can say they are delicious. So if everybody's ready, well, thanks Amy for that as well. If everybody's ready, then we'll get going with the first round. Same as last week. We've got first rounds like a mix of general knowledge and current affairs. Round two, sport. We'll then do the Golden Review and come back in with a picture round, music, and then finishing with TV and movies. If you all just keep track of your scores, like for 55 people here at the minute, so it's impossible for me to keep track of all them. As I say, if you just want to comment away with your scores at the end of each round, so I'll read out the 10 questions for each round and then go back down with the answers. 30 seconds per question, and we'll hopefully have this done for 10 o'clock again when the real party starts. Right, so the first round, the mixture of general knowledge and current affairs. So, question one, TV drama quiz, which aired this week, was centered on a scandal in which TV quiz show? That's TV drama quiz, which aired this week, was centered on a scandal in which TV quiz show? Now, maybe a few people using Alexa for getting a free cheesecake. Question two, what is the highest selling board game of all time? That's question two. What is the highest selling board game of all time? Question three. Which TV presenter's calls to sing Happy Birthday to the Queen fell flat this week? Question three. Which TV presenter's calls to sing Happy Birthday to the Queen fell flat this week? Question four. Good things come to those who wait was a slogan for which drinks company? Question four. Good things come to those who wait was a slogan for which drinks company? Question five. Actress Gal Gadot drew criticism recently after gathering a group of fellow celebrities to sing which classic song? Question five. Actress Gal Gadot drew criticism recently after gathering fellow celebrities to sing which classic song? There's a lot of abuse being handed about at the minute, but it seems the likes of it. Scott McElroy is usually top of that list. Question six. In Roald Dahl's book, what do the letters BFG stand for? Question six. In Roald Dahl's book, what do the letters BFG stand for? For anyone who thinks I'm drinking too quickly, that is my second beer of today. Got a bit of a thirst on for this time of night. Question seven. Which breed of dog is the fastest? Question seven. Which breed of dog is the fastest? Question 8. Who is the only US president to have resigned? Question 8. Who is the only US president to have resigned? Question 9. What is the capital city of Canada? Question 9. What is the capital city of Canada? Question 10, the last of round one. What is the largest planet in the solar system? Question 10. What is the largest planet in the solar system? And if anybody wants any of the questions read out again, comment now. So any requests for a question to be read out again before we go through the answers? Right. Question 5. Actress Gal Gadot drew criticism recently after gathering a group of celebrities to sing which classic song? Actress Gal Gadot drew criticism recently after gathering a group of celebrities to sing which classic song? That's number 5. Number 8 is who is the only US president to have resigned? And 3 and 4. Question 3. Which TV presenters calls to sing Happy Birthday to the Queen fell flat this week? And question 4. Good things come to those who wait was a slogan for which drinks company? Any others? Reading the answers out in 15 seconds. Okay, then the answers for round one. Question 1. TV drama quiz, which aired this week, centered on a scandal in which TV quiz show. It was, of course, Colin Ingram and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was a quiz show. Question 2. What is the highest selling board game of all time? It is chess. Might catch a few out. Question 3. Which TV presenter calls to sing Happy Birthday to the Queen fell flat this week? It was Ben Fogle. Question 4. Good things come to those who wait was a slogan for Guinness. Question 5. Gal Gadot drew criticism after a group of celebrities sang Imagine, the John Lennon song. Question 6. In Roald Dahl's book, the BFG is, of course, the big friendly giant. Question 7. The breed of dog which is the fastest is a greyhound. Question 8. The only US president to have resigned is Richard Nixon. Question 9. The capital city of Canada is Ottawa. And question 10. The largest planet in the solar system is Jupiter. So if you all want to take a note of what just got there, we'll go straight into round 2 and then we'll get totals off you after that. So round 2 is sport. And there's already the first complaint about being too easy after last week. I'll give you some out there if you want to put scores up. Stephen Angus did not get 9. Right, anyway, we'll crack on with round 2 and then we'll get the totals after 2 rounds. So, round 2, question 1. The green jacket is presented to the winner of which golf tournament? Question 1. The green jacket is presented to the winner of which golf tournament? Question 2. Which cyclist holds a record for most Olympic medals won for Great Britain? Question 2. Which cyclist holds a record for most Olympic medals won for Great Britain? And that's in history, not in a single year. She's a golf tournament winner, could not pull this jacket off. You need to brave out back for it. Question 3. Dens Park and Tannadice are stadiums in which UK city? Question 3. Dens Park and Tannadice are stadiums in which UK city? Question 4. How many times has Lewis Hamilton won the Formula One World Championship? Question 4. How many times has Lewis Hamilton won the Formula One World Championship? Question 5. Sabre, foil, and épée are the three disciplines that make up which sport? Question 5. Sabre, foil, and épée are the three disciplines that make up which sport? It is an Olympic sport, if that narrows it down for anybody. Question 6. Who is the highest scoring non-Englishman in Premier League history? Question 6. Who is the highest scoring non-Englishman in Premier League history? And for anybody who's pedantic, it is obviously football, Premier League football history. Question 7. In cricket, which county play their home games at Edgbaston? Question 7. In cricket, which county play their home games at Edgbaston? Question 8. Which All Black is the most capped player in rugby union history? Question 8. Which All Black is the most capped player in rugby union history? Question 9. Who was the first unseeded player to win the Wimbledon men's final? Question 9. Who was the first unseeded player to win the Wimbledon men's final? And finally, question 10. In horse racing, which race is known as the race that stops the nation? Question 10. In horse racing, which race is known as the race that stops the nation? And again, if anybody wants one read out, again, comment now, please. Any requests now before we go through the answers? Question 3. Dens Park and Tannadice are stadiums in which UK city? Question 3. Dens Park and Tannadice are stadiums in which UK city? And question 9 is who was the first unseeded player to win the Wimbledon men's final? No requests for songs, Phil. We've been through this. And I've moved on from Culture Club to Dixie's Midnight Runners anyway. What type of stadiums? Right. We'll go through the answers then for round 2. Question 1, simple enough. The green jacket is awarded to the winner, presented, to the winner of the US Masters. Question 2, the cyclist who has won the most Olympic medals for Great Britain is Sir Bradley Wiggins. Chris Hoy's won more gold, but Bradley Wiggins has won 8 medals, the Hoy's 7. Question 3, Dens Park and Tannadice are in Dundee. And Susie, your favourite nephew, will be disappointed you got that wrong. Question 4, how many times has Lewis Hamilton won the Formula 1 World Championships? It is 6. Question 5, the sabre, foil and épée are disciplines that make up fencing. Question 6, Sergio Aguero is the highest scoring non-Englishman in Premier League history. I think he's about 6 in front of Thierry Henry. In cricket, Warwickshire play their home games at Edgbaston. Richie McCaw is the most capped player in rugby union history for question 8. Question 9, Boris Becker was the first unseeded player to win the Wimbledon men's final. And finally, question 10, in horse racing, the race that stops the nation is the Melbourne Cup. So if you've got all total up what you've got there, now I think we've got what everybody comes for really. It's the Gullion Review. So tonight's edition, see what I'm doing here. Thanks to Phil Graham and Scarlett Haley, I got a bag of 7 eels delivered this morning that I think started off in his house in 2018. This is Gary's Summer Ale, a heavy 6%, an American one. It says that consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car, so that makes no difference to me anyway. So going by the label, it's going to taste like a Gay Forest, but we'll see. Oh dear, that's bad. Dear. Oh, luckily it's only a wee. Oh, it's only a wee one, but Jesus, that tastes terrible. Do not go with the Garys, folks. It is bad, bad news. Jesus. Oh. Right, so back to the quiz. I can't see anybody beating 14. Where are you seeing 15, Graham? Brian's got 15. Amy's team is 14, but they can't win anyway. Scott 13, McKibben 13, Phil Graham 12. Everybody's still in the mixer. Like, we'll go with the pictures next. Simon Wilson 15, joint leader. Maga 14. I knew Maga would come to the 4 hours of cheesecake on offer. Like, but anyway, we'll go on to the picture round. Picture round's 12 pictures, but 18 points. There's 18 faces amongst 12 pictures. The first one, well, for all of them, I want the proper names, not the character names. I want the proper names of the people in the pictures. So, picture 1, and again, this will be a work in progress because, sorry, this will be a work in progress because I have to make sure I can get you all the right angle. So, here we go, picture 1. So again, it's the actor's name, not the character's name. Picture two, I want both men in the picture. There's a bit of glare, but I want both men in the picture. If you can get one, you can get the other. I'll see if I can get that a bit better. Oh, us bald men get a bit of glare here. Yeah, I think that's better. Again, both men a point for each. Picture three. Picture four. Picture five. The worst thing about this round is I can't have a drink. Picture six, and again, all three actors' names, not character names. Question or picture seven. That is an actual famous person. It's not my workout picture. Picture eight. If anybody knows of a more technically savvy way of broadcasting these, let me know. Picture nine. Ten, and again a point for each. $11, and I want the three individual names, not the collective name. Still one more to go after this. 12 pictures. I'll run through them all again after. And then the last one, 12, which I'm sure you can guess there that I was running out of people that I could think of, and I just threw this person in at the end. Right, I will go through them all again uh, and give you roughly 15-20 seconds to look at them and then call out the answers. I see a request in Nick the Gullion. I will reward you all with that at the end of this round. Picture one. Again, give you 15-20 seconds to. So picture one was indeed Mike Bassett himself, Ricky Tomlinson. Picture two, which I don't think somebody was struggling with a bit. I don't know which one is which, but I'll give you the answer. Actually, I'll give you another few seconds to have a look. Some people were asking for it there. Right, so picture two is Joe Rogan and Dana White. They're two of the main men of the UFC. Picture three. Are you sure Dana was on the left, David? Right, so picture three, not just Stormzy's ex, a legend in her own right. It is Maya Jama. Yes, Phil, a point per picture, point per person. Sorry, 18 points in total across 12 pictures. 2 seconds. Sorry. Picture four. Picture four, better known as the girl from the Chinese in Malaya. It is actually Kylie Jenner. Picture five. Gives you a few more seconds. Some seem to be struggling with that one as well. Yep, picture five is a very young Ricky Gervais. He was actually playing David Bowie in that picture many years ago. Picture six. So picture six is easy enough. The three lads from Friends: David Schwimmer, Matthew Perry, and Matt LeBlanc. Question seven. Picture seven was probably a bit tricky, but if you follow social media through the week, it is Simone Biles doing one of those stupid challenges that I would probably break my neck if I tried. Picture eight. I think picture eight was simple enough, and we should get that. Obviously, a very young version of Clint Eastwood. Picture nine. Again, another one, pretty simple. Picture nine is Barry McGuigan from the era when he was world champion. Picture 10. Again, I think most people get that one. It is Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders. The last two then, picture 11. And the collective was Destiny's Child, but individually they are Michelle Williams, Beyonce Knowles, and Kelly Rowland. Yeah, Kelly Rowland. And then the last one, yeah, the last one might have been more tricky. It's golfer Brooks Koepka. So I'll run down the answers for the pictures again. There, number one was Ricky Tomlinson. Picture two was Joe Rogan and Dana White. Picture three, Maya Jama. Picture four, Kylie Jenner. Picture five was Ricky Gervais. Picture six, LeBlanc, Perry, and Schwimmer. Seven is Simone Biles. Eight, Clint Eastwood. Nine, Barry McGuigan. 10, French and Saunders. 11, Williams, Rowland, and Beyonce. And the last one, Brooks Koepka. So I see the scores coming through there. If you give me totals rather than, well, it's only for your own interest a minute to see who's in front. Big Dunk leading there so far, 27. Well, I reckon George is probably actually on 30. We'll get into round four. Yeah, it's pretty tight there at the top. Plenty of people have a chance. The last two rounds are 10 questions each as usual, and there's only 20 points up for grabs. So we'll go into round four, which is music. This one is slightly different. I know we've done a slightly different music quiz last week as well, but in this one, in this music round, I'm going to read out the surnames of a recording act, and if you give the answer as the band that they represent. So if I said Jackson, 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 and Jackson, the band would be Jackson 5, obviously. So I'll see how this goes. If it's too hard or rubbish, let me know, and I'll bin it in case we ever do this again. So then, music. The first one is Harrison, Lennon, McCartney, and Starr. And which band do they make up? Harrison, Lennon, McCartney, and Starr. The first couple are easy. Please get used to the format of the round. Sorry, Scott Wilson, I meant to down that for you. Brutal. Number two. Oh dear. Number two is Deacon, May, Mercury, and Taylor. Deacon, May, Mercury, and Taylor. Don't buy Gary Summerall, folks. Brutal. Oh dear. Number three might throw a few use. Axwell, Angelo, and Ingrosso. Axwell, Angelo, and Ingrosso. Axwell, Angelo, and Ingrosso. Number four, Adams, Brown, Bunton, Chisholm, and Hallowell. Adams, Brown, Bunton, Chisholm, and Hallowell. Number 5, Bonham, Jones, Page, and Plant. Number 5, Bonham, Jones, Page, and Plant. Number 6, Anderson, Falskog, Lingstad, and Ulvaeus. Number 6, Anderson, Falskog, Lingstad, and Ulvaeus. Sounds like me after a few pints. Anderson, Falkstad, Lingstad, and Ulvaeus. Number 7, Edwards, Matthews, Main, and Pizzuno. Number 7, Edwards, Matthews, Main, and Pizzuno. Number 8. Number 8 is Cole, Coyle, Harding, Roberts, and Walsh. Cole, Coyle, Harding, Roberts, and Walsh. Number 9, Bradfield, Moore, and Wire. Number 9 is Bradfield, Moore, and Wire. And the last one then, number 10, Berryman, Buckland, Champion, and Martin. Number 10 is Berryman, Buckland, Champion, and Martin. And if there's any more you just want read out again, give us a shout now. Okay, Phil. 5 is Bonham, Jones, Page, and Plant. 6 is Anderson, Falskog, Lingstad, and Ulvaeus. 7 is Edwards, Matthews, Main, and Pizzorno. And 9 is Bradfield, Moore, and Wire. Kate, number 3 is Axwell, Angelo, and Ingrosso. Brian, number 1, Harrison, Lennon, McCartney, and Starr. Number 9 again is Bradfield, Moore, and Wire. Susie, 7 is Edwards, Matthews, Main, and Pizzuno. And 10, Berryman, Buckland, Champion, and Martin. So if everybody's happy enough, then we'll go to the answers. Right, so number 1, simple enough. Harrison, Lennon, McCartney, and Starr made up the Beatles. I think everybody will get that one. Same as number 2. Deacon, May, Mercury, and Taylor. They were obviously Queen. Number 3, Axwell, Angelo, and Ingrosso. Fair play to Phil Graham. The first one with that right answer is the Swedish House Mafia. I had to put in some sort of dance music to balance out a bit. Number 4, Adams, Brown, Bunton, Chisholm, and Halliwell were, of course, Scott Wilson's favourite band, the Spice Girls. Question 5, Bonham, Jones, Page, and Plant made up Led Zeppelin. Number 6, Anderson, Falskog, Linkstad, and Ulvaeus, which I had to practice quite a bit, the pronunciation of those. They obviously made up ABBA. Edwards, Matthews, Main, and Pizzorno, sorry. They made up Kasabian. Cole, Coyle, Harding, Robertson, Walsh are Girls Aloud. Number 9, which I thought was tricky, Bradfield, Moore, and Wire. They make up the Manic Street Preachers. There's old other members in the past, but currently Bradfield, Moore, and Wire make up the Manic Street Preachers. Berryman, Buckland, Champion, and Martin. The last name is obviously key there. That's Coldplay. So before we go to the last round, does everybody want to jump in with what their current scores are to see what way the land lies before we go into the last round? Yeah, pretty tight there. Brian 39, Kate 38, Sam Wilson 38, Rand Duncan and McKibben 37, Phil Green 38. Bumper, there's no way you've got 38 unless you are using Alexa. Amy's Team of Superstars 37. Oh no, Lauren. Don't be telling people that. George 39 and Brown 39, I think, are joined to the top, but there are plenty there in shooting distance. Yeah. All to play for the big prize of an ABC Amy Bickerstaff cheesecake. So if everybody's ready, round 5 is TV and movies. Good luck to everybody, and may the best person win. So, round 5, question 1. Suits you, sir, Scortio, and I was very, very drunk are catchphrases from which sketch show? Suits you, sir, Scortio, and I was very, very drunk are catchphrases from which TV sketch show? Question 2. Tom Hanks won Best Actor Oscar 2 years in a row for Forrest Gump and which other film? I'll put my teeth in here to try and get that one right. Question 2. Tom Hanks won the Best Actor Oscar 2 years in a row for Forrest Gump and which other film? Question 3. The Nag's Head was a pub in which British TV series? Question 3. The Nag's Head was a pub in which British TV series? Question 4. Summer Bay is the setting for which TV soap? Question 4. Summer Bay is the setting for which TV soap? Question 5. Which actress holds a record for most Oscar nominations of all time? It's not in one year, but all time. Question 5. Which actress holds a record for most Oscar nominations? I will throw in a bonus point there if you can get the number of nominations as well. With it being tight at the top, that might come in the consideration at the end. Question 6. In 2009 film The Hangover, In which Vegas hotel do the bachelor parties stay in? Question 6. In 2009 film The Hangover, in which Vegas hotel does the bachelor party stay in? Question 7. Now, this question goes against everything I believe in, but I was told to dumb this quiz down. Question 7. Who won the 2020 edition of Love Island? There's only 1 point for this because it's obviously they're in a couple for a long time. Question 7. Who won the 2020 edition of Love Island? I'll accept first name only. Question 8. In Friends, who was the manager of Central Perk? Question 8. In Friends, who was the manager of Central Perk? Question 9. Which fictional club had Peter Kay and Paddy McGuinness as doormen? Question 9. Which fictional club had Peter Kay and Paddy McGuinness as doormen? Central Perk. Question 9. Which fictional club had Peter Kay and Paddy McGuinness as doormen? And question 10. Who was the actress that played opposite Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing? Question 10. Who was the actress that played opposite Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing? You could say she had the time of her life. Does anybody want any questions read out there? Question 2. Tom Hanks won the Best Actor Oscar 2 years in a row for Forrest Gump and which other film? Question 5. Which actress holds a record for the most Oscar nominations and a bonus point for if you get for the number of nominations she's received? Simon, question 3. The Nag's Head was a pub in which British TV series? Maga, question 6. 2009 film The Hangover, in which Vegas hotel does the bachelor party stay in? Question 6. The 2009 film The Hangover, in which Vegas hotel does the bachelor party stay in? Question 8. In Friends, who was the manager of Central Perk? I apologise for the Love Island question, lads, but it is popular culture. I have to keep Phil happy somehow. So if everybody's happy enough, we'll run down the answers. So question 1, suits you, sir, Scorchio, and I was very, very drunk are catchphrases from which TV sketch show? It was, of course, The Fast Show. Excellent TV series. Question 2, Tom Hanks won the Best Actor Oscar 2 years in a row for Forrest Gump and which other film? The other film was Philadelphia. Question 3, an easy one. The Nag's Head was the pub in Only Fools and Horses. Question 4, pretty simple as well. Summer Bay was the setting for Home and Away. Question 5, the actress who holds a record for most Oscar nominations is Meryl Streep, and she's received 21 Oscar nominations. Question 6, in The Hangover, the bachelor party stayed in Caesar's Palace. Question 7, the winners of Love Island were Finn Tap and Paige Turley. I will accept Finn and Paige, but it's only 1 point for that. Question 8. In Friends, the manager of Central Perk was Gunther. And it is Central Park, Susie. It's a really smart wordplay on Central Park. Question 9. The fictional club who had Peter Kay and Paddy McGuinness's doorman is the Phoenix. And I bet you Shankel's raging he stopped playing this quiz. He'd love that question. Question 10. The actress who played opposite Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing was Jennifer Grey. So I'm sure some of you are kicking yourselves with some of those questions and answers. But anybody who wants to consider for the great prize of a cheesecake, put your scores in now, please. Oh, there he is. So again, as always, I don't think that was overly difficult, but if you think it was, let me know. If you think something's crap, let me know. We've got another 3 or 4 weeks of lockdown, whatever we've got. I'll try and do this as long as people are interested. We've sort of averaged there about 48 people on, so it hasn't been too bad. I'm happy to do it every week. Everybody's happy to play. So looking down there, Kate and George tied on 49. Yep, big improvement from the Adams family up to 37. We're going to have a tiebreaker, I think, which I am not prepared for. You can get 11, Phil. There's a bonus point. So Amy has the call here. I was going to say, Amy, you have the call. Are we going tiebreak for a winner? Or does George just get the cheesecake? Because you can't really give a cheesecake to your own mum, like. Do you get 11, Phil? There's a bonus point there if you got the number of Oscar nominations correct. George was cheating. George got Alexa right beside him. Right. So we're going for tiebreaker. So is George and Kate ready for the tiebreaker? Right. The tiebreaker is to the nearest 25,000. How many pints of Guinness were drank at the 2019 Cheltenham Festival? So to the nearest 25,000, how many pints of Guinness were drank at the 2019 Cheltenham Festival? Right, you have to guess here. I have to see the guesses in the comments. To the nearest 25,000, how many pints of Guinness were drank at the 2019 Cheltenham Festival? George, would you clarify your answer? Is that right? Is 25,000 your guess? So George has guessed 250,000 and Kate has guessed 270,000. Everybody else can guess whatever they want, but it only really matters between those two. So in the 2019 Cheltenham Festival, there was 236,472 pints of Guinness drank, which means George is the winner. Well done, George. I know it was George's second guess, but I don't think he would have guessed 25,000 when I said to the nearest 25,000. So, George, Amy will be in touch for your prize. And hot off the press there, we've got a prize booked in for next week already, which is good. Thanks very much to Aaron Baldy for that. The message there from Janine. So, brilliant. Thanks very much, folks. Hopefully get this all back in next week. And also, anybody who's at Lucerne tomorrow night, I would like to promote Aaron Francis going in the mix, which will pass an hour, 2, 3, maybe more. Should be a good bit of crack. Probably on the Valley and Kings page, I'm guessing. Francis, if he's still there, he'll confirm that. But thanks very much, everyone. And any improvements, anything you didn't like, let me know. Try and be better every week. And enjoy your night, everyone. Stay safe. Oh, sorry. Just reset that, Maga. I'll post the link again. That's the link. The Just Giving page that Graham has set up there. I'll put it on the Facebook page as well. If anybody wants to throw whatever you want at it, we'll use it either for the food bank. There's a group of ladies printing or sewing together scrubs for the NHS and things like that. So we'll find something. We'll put a few quid towards something anyway. Thanks very much, everyone. Enjoy your night.